Could we go back to your land in Crivets and you could figure out a way for us all to live there
23.
without oil?
We're at 23, you're at 84.75.
No problem, you get yourself a horse.
Yeah, there's plenty of wood there to keep you warm in the wintertime.
Is the land fertile?
It could be.
With enough horse poop and stuff, we probably never bought commercial fertilizer till probably in the 40s or 50s.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And then, and see, before that, you always had horses, so you had horse manure. And of course, we always had plenty of cow manure. So
you didn't
yeah,
have, like farm. Did you have gas-run farm equipment?
Sure.
Back then, yeah.
Well, I mean, when I was growing up, that's all we had. We didn't have horses anymore then. One time we had a tractor that would run. You would start it on gasoline, and then you could switch once the engine was warmed up. You could switch to kerosene, because I think kerosene was cheaper. Now kerosene, I think, costs more than gas. Well, it's probably the same as gasoline.
What's your solution?
Eat lots of vegetables. Everybody generate their own gas.
Are you prepared for an influx of family at your house when we can't afford to live on our own anymore?
Sure. We'll turn.
No, it's for eating.
We got the whole lawn here. We can turn into a giant organic vegetable garden, and as long as we have plenty of hands to do the cultivating, we'll be just fine. And if we need water for irrigation, we'll have a bucket brigade down in Lake Michigan.
You want to know what I say to that? I hope by that time I'm dead.
Did you hear about alternative energies in the 70s?
Sure, in 1974, when the gas, when the Arab oil embargo was on, everybody was talking about it then.
Was there any actual progress made, or?
I think there was a lot of progress made, but I think it all fell by the wayside once the price of oil came down again.
So you worked for a while at a nuclear plant. Some people would consider that an alternative.
Yeah, I would call it one of the ideal solutions to the present predicament, because it doesn't produce any carbon.
What about the waste?
No carbon required. Most of the waste can be reprocessed if it's allowed to be, but the problem with that is that in reprocessing it, you're working with plutonium, which people worry about as a source of nuclear weapons.
Is it true that the government used to follow you around and tell you to stop thinking freely?
They're okay, they're just going in.
What do you mean, used to?
Would you buy an electric car if there was one available?
Yeah, I think once it was a proven technology, something that was proven to be economical over the long run, and because right now you kind of worry about, well, yeah, you drive it for a couple of years, and then how much is it going to cost to replace the batteries? Is it going to, you have to spend another $20,000 to replace the batteries?